Hi guys, previous video we were using the Arizer ISO and we've done that, we've installed that already in the previous video, and now it's about rising. So Arizer is an unattended installation to get Arch on our system, and we do not use grub. That's the choice I've made there in this Arizer ISO, but I can use grub if I want to. But let's change some things up. So ArcoLinux is grub, Carly is grub, ALCI is grub, Arizer is systemd, right? So we have something else. So not much to look at. I mean, it's just a black screen and a few lines, and you boot up into Arch. This is Arch. These are the ArcoLinux servers and the ArcoLinux packages and the LightEM, which is unthemed, as you see, and you go into XFC, which is unthemed again. And that's the fun. So just a few minutes ago, I was thinking of an example. Remember when we were kids, we could buy a complete Lego building, like the cowboy boys and Indians. We fought against each other in these little castles, right? That's a distro. But Arizer or ArcoLinux, it starts from scratch, and you have to build your own castle. You have to think about, what shall I do? Shall I have Firefox or Vivaldi or Chromium? You have to choose every Lego block down the road. Pulse audio, sound, pipewire. What's best? What shall I choose? Bluetooth, yes, no. Printing, yes, no. And so on. It goes on and on. And that's basically a distro. A choice from beginning till end. The distro builder makes hundreds, not hundreds, thousands of choices. And that's a good comparison maybe to make it clear that here in Arizer we're building it up from scratch. ArcoLinux is building it up from scratch. Black screen, right? You have to type and do things and decide things. But RFS X4, it's all decisions all the time. How much swap? All the time decisions. And that's a distro. Distro made those decisions for you. Maybe give some choices in the meantime in an installer, but it is pretty much a castle that you get, not a building ground and then you build it up, right? That's not the way of doing things. All right, enough said. 3 minutes of blah blah, but think about it. It makes sense, I hope. Rising. So XFCE, they put this thing up there. We've put this thing down there. We've removed this panel there. There is Plank, there is Latte. Again, Lego blocks, choices, what to choose. Now, Latte is more for a plasma world, so I'm not gonna do anything like that. But it goes on, all these decisions, all the time. But let's first take a look at sudo pacman -syyu. One of the decisions you can make is, I like the ArcoLinux repos, but is Yay available? Is Trizen available? Is Paru available? Yes, Paru is installed by default on this machine. But if it wasn't, there are other videos explaining how easy it is to get an AOR helper on your machine. So we've thought about adding one, so if we want we can do Paru Yay and we get one in with the other, right? So you see the number is Yay is 1, then RubyYard we don't want, Pickower is there, Yay-bin is here, Yay-git is there. So if you want the very last code, then it's Yay-git for you, that's 5. And you can build it just like that. Quit, yes, so Q, yes, yes, enter, and it's going to build that. So that's one of the packages we can build. Now this is coming from the AOR, Arch User Repository. I can make so many decisions, I can do so many things, and I've done them already, right? For me it's getting less and less interesting because I've done it already. I've done it all. So the ArcoLinux with an X in here. What I can do is, this is basically an ArcoLinux installation. So this is phase 7, ArcoLinux, Archway, BIOS, UEFI, and then we get our spices in. And I can get CHDWM, like the bar you see up here. I can install that one, I can install Mate, I can install Deeping, I can install all of these guys. XFCE is there. I can get more desktops in. I can get more tiling window managers in. I can get more desktops in here. I can get Wayland stuff in. Tricky, right? Don't mix X11 with Wayland is our advice to keep things safe and working. Yeah. But there is so many things to do. The ArcoLinux tweak tool is not here. That's here. So in the info website, where's the information, you'll see the most important things hit your eyes immediately. This is the home page. When is the next release? When and so on. 3,300 videos. How to choose or why choose ArcoLinux. And there is more to the name. I mean, we talk about Carly, Ariser, LCI, about ArcoLinux, and it's all in the same project, ArcoLinux. It's just a different what if. And here we have the ArcoLinux tweak tool, right? We can use the tweak tool on all these ArcoLinux based systems. I see I need to add Artix, and Big Linux is not there yet, right? Work to do, work to add, because we keep on adding distros to support them. So we are indeed a university without diploma, right? And you don't have to pay, it's for free, but we do appreciate a donation. And here's the ArcoLinux tweak tool, here's the spices application, and eventually if we want to go rough on the machine, we have this treasure, right? The word is, we thought about it, because there is no guarantee that it will work. So make backups. There are no promises, right? It is really a rough thing that's trying to get rid of a certain desktop. It's only about desktops. All right. So I could do a lot of things with this system. I can even make this an EndeavourOS system or even a Garuda system if I wanted. It's just Lego blocks, packages, and they're available. If we just go back here and stay on ArcoLinux here, if we go to the tweak tool, so the ArcoLinux tweak tool has links to the repository of 3 Pacman, voila, 3 that you know maybe, right? Endeavour, XeroLinux, and Chaotix, which is Garuda. So basically can change them in one of those 3, which I'm not gonna do, but it's possible. It's repositories. Just want to make a point that if you get the right Lego blocks from the right sources, you can change anything. That's not Windows, that's not Mac, that's Linux. You can change anything. Remove this, add that, remove this, or that. Is that a long road? Wow, yeah, that's a long road. And you really need to know the system you're trying to get to, right? I can do that for my ArcoLinux system. I can't do that without studying in depth for EndeavourOS, XeroLinux, or Garuda. That's never the point. We always go back to Arch as a basis, and then configs. I just got an idea. Let's open up Discord. There were people just today sharing their config. Down here we say to people, share your configuration. My ArcoLinux config for Spectre WM, BSP WM, and Qtile. You see? And this is another one. I don't know what it contains. But let's go for the choices. Let's see what this is. As long as it's not Wayland, that's good, because Wayland, it does not work on VirtualBox. We'll have to go in there. BSPWM, right? So if you find something online and you say, oh my God, how did he do that? I want that too. Pieces of the puzzle, Lego blocks, right? So this would be a nice thing. This one or the other one, I don't know which is best. It's just an idea of the moment. Sometimes we see images and then we know, okay, we want to have that, right? BSPWM is going to look like this. Qtile is going to look like that. And this is all within your reach. It is. We have Arch. And then we build upon it. And then we give it the name, ArcoLinux, right? But in the end, it's all Arch Linux as basis. No disrespect to this particular person, but I have to choose. I don't know, personally I don't know what to choose. They're both very nice. Alright? They're both very nice. Here we have Spectre WM, the sexy hotkey demon. XFC is there as well. Maybe because of XFCE, and we have XFCE, we can have a look how his XFCE looks. Okay, the decision is made. Sorry for the other guy. This Adil is here. It's not gonna be you. It's gonna be Brandon. I think it's called Brandon somewhere here. Brandon. Okay, so from now on, Brandon. Okay. Okay. Let's move this guy to my second screen. Voila. Let's go back here and here and remove Discord from the equation. Let's have fun. All right. That's a good Saturday night. I want to get ArcoLinux Spices in. Definitely. Definitely. All right. Because, yeah, I'll need packages, and packages are coming from the AOR. I can either decide to build all of them or decide to do sudo pacman -s. I prefer the latter. So this is the Spices application. I download the Spices application, I open it, I run it, install it, -u. This is installing bit. And this is the running bit. Voila, done. If it says done, done, update now. Okay, so I shall sudo pacman -s/yyuu. We've got ourselves, make this bigger, like this. We've got ourselves 3 extra lines. And these are the Lego blocks that we provide, that are pre-built. Like if I do want to have the following things: melt, sublime text 4, Dove is fun, Inksy is fun, is there already, Dove is there already, rip grab is something I'd like to have. Okay, voila. So some applications to do the work. What is the work? I have to type over. Well, actually, we can immediately go to git clone. Git is installed. Yes. Okay. Git clone. Now I'm looking at my second screen. And I say https://git lab/bpuc/.files. Enter. Unable to access and so on. Could not resolve whole host. Let's see. gitlab.com. bpus, .com, Eric, my God. .com, and then bpuc, right, and then .files, enter. Everything that you just saw, right, from GitLab is now on my machine, and it's gonna be in the .files. And there's even an installer for it, right? So have a look. If you're into all this programming and bash and so on, have a look, right? We could just run this, and maybe I will, right? Because this is a virtual machine. It really doesn't matter what happens to it, right? Because let's see. Oh, come on. Installer. Okay. So some things you need to know. Like this one is a script. I have to say to the script, properties, permissions, allow this file to run as a program. Close. Then I can run it. Welcome, Eric. Oh, isn't that awesome? Doing a system update. That's good. That's good. Go ahead. Have fun. Installing required packages. Ooh, wow, we've got a list of packages. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Installing. And there's the Fluent icon theme, Git, that comes in. So if you want to look, have a look at the code. What's all in here? So here's my update, and everything that I want and need is coming from here. So have a look. NeoFetch is there. Unimatrix is always fun. Theta clock is good. Brightness CTL for laptops. XFCE4 terminal. Copying your configs to the direct path. So let him do his job. Don't intervene. PyChem is installed. Nitrogen Network Manager applet is there. Alex Appearance GTK3, LightYAM, and the Slick Greeter. That's good. So thank God, right? Because we have LightYAM, but did not have the Slick Greeter yet. So that's installed now. And here's the Fluent icon theme. Yes, we had Firefox already. File roller is new. Deluge. So that's torrents. And Captain Cursor is a nice little cursor that we have in Kali as well. To launch, use your display manager. It has a light DM or and select Spectre WM, BSPM, and Cool Qtile. To see super enter we have to remember, open a terminal. Type key bindings, press enter. Fin. All right, the end. Let's see. The interesting thing to have a look already is give me a list from user, share, X sessions. Qtile, BSPWM, Spectre WM, and XFC are all there. Log out, log out. And we have XFCE, Qtile, BSPWM. Let's take Qtile first. Don't do Wayland. Unable to read status file, import error memory and all that. That's okay. That's probably because we're on a virtual machine. Or not, right? I don't know. Super enter. That's indeed working. Sudo pacman -s YYU. Okay. Paru. Nothing to do. All good. NeoFetch. And we have this as NeoFetch. Isn't that nice, right? Didn't do anything. Well, we did a lot of things. It's the script. So everything has changed. And you can learn from this. You can learn from his code and say why and how. Well, the super shift enter is not working. So I'm gonna fix that because I want my super enter. But maybe just go over. This reminds me of the very early steps I took in tiling window managers. You did not know what key binding it was. Never knew it, right? So you did super AZERTUIUIOP, the whole alphabet, right? What's this? I got something. I got a P. Super P. Oh, look at that. Firefox. No, let's take Caca Fire. I always like to see Caca Fire. Always amazed how they do that. Okay, Caca Fire is on. So remember the super P, that does something. Okay, super Q, no, oof. Q is often quit. Super S, super D, super D does something. So here as well, ooh, we've got Brave installed, right? HTOP is there, and, stuff, all kind of stuff. Rofi is there, obviously, since we're on it. Terminal emulator, what's that? What are you? Neo fetch. What is this? Oh, it doesn't show, but it will show, it must show. About. Okay. Kill. So we're at the D. Super F, G, H, J, K, L, M, W. Whoa. Super W, yep. Super Q, that's working. And let's see if super W and then super shift Q. Oh, shouldn't have touched super shift Q. I always delete that. If I find a key somewhere, super shift Q, because whatever you're doing, you're out, right? If you haven't saved it, sorry, you're out. Super shift Q is something I would really not want to have on my key bindings. But okay, to each his own, right? To each his own. We were here. Yep. Super C, I think. Super V, B, and N. Aha. Super Q, super N. The N is a file manager, because this is what I was looking for. Control H. So the config of whatever you chose is in here. Here's Qtile. Here's BSPWM, and here's XFC. We definitely need to have a look at his look of XFC. So Qtile is here. Auto start is here. What will we auto start? Nitrogen, restore, an image that we don't actually see, right? The wallpaper is not there. Brightness set here, Dunst is here, and an applet indicator is there, and GNOME authentication, and PyChem is not there. The config py, no, okay, stop. Open with Sublime Text. This is the code. This is what you need to read, all of it. Now watch out with names like Brandon here. So this is his dot files. I will always call Eric. If I do a clean installation, I will be always using the user Eric. So the same goes here. So Control H, and if there is Brandon, I replace it with Eric, and that's it. Replace all. Control S, save, done. All the Brandons are now Eric's, and they're pointing to the correct folder. Spectre, and so on. Because there are pointing to Spectre. Let me do something here. Let's move here. How did we open like this? I have to remember. This is Qtile. Okay. So in Qtile, in the config py of Qtile, he's referring to scripts that are in Spectre WM. That's okay, because it's his system, right? But remember that. So here are some things. Super W, that's the browser. Super D, we've seen that one. Super N, we found that one. Super X, we didn't see that one. Super X. Super X should be a power menu. Spawn power menu. And it's going, yeah. I've just changed everything, right, Eric? Super X is not working here. Super Shift Q was the right approach here. So still on Qtile, check. This is fun even for me, right? Because hey, I don't know this. Super X is now working because it's not pointing to the Brandon folder, it's pointing to the Eric folder. Quick change. Let's see if it works. Log out. And log in. How about the wallpaper? Why is the wallpaper not there? Super D, Sublime text. The wallpaper was, I think, in the auto start. So file, open a folder, give me the complete Qtile folder. And then you can go config pi, auto start, the nitrogen restore. Why is the nitrogen restore not there? Where is, was it M? Super N? Yeah, Super N. Setting of nitrogen is here. And nitrogen background saved. Home, Brennan. Okay, open with. Okay, now it's finished. I always want to have Sublime text. Probably gonna be here. So home, Eric, save. Anything else? Nitrogen. And here are pictures. Yeah. I can change to Eric, but there's nothing in there. Not yet, maybe, right? Super X is okay, working. Log out. Wallpapers. Oh, better, right? A lot better. Super D, Sublime text. Don't want that, don't want that. That's all fixed now. Maybe, I don't know if Pycom is gonna do work inside Super X logout inside VirtualBox. Not sure. But Pycom is now active anyway. And Super D. No, first this one. Okay. No, it's not transparent, I think. And this is also the button. When I click here, power, I can type something here. Don't know what I should type here. So you have to ask him. And you have some choices, I think. Super enter, super enter. It's now like this. Now it's like this. Right? Choices, how it will look. I think this is best. Super Q, super Q, super Q. And off we go again. Sublime text. Is it somewhere else? Where is Sublime text? Super D. Super D. Was it not Super D? Ah, there you are. Sublime text. We did something wrong to it, I think. The poor thing. Super Shift Q. Okay. Go back. Back to login. Super D, I think. I messed it up, I think. Whatever I did. I'm not sure what I did. But I did something to make it unresponsive. Pycom. I did Pycom, didn't I? Yep. So if you have errors, we always say retrace your steps, right? So go back in. Where are we? Present working directory. That's where we are. CD. to the .config, to the qtile ls. That's where we are. We added picam, so not gonna do that again. Nano auto start sh picam, you're out again, like this. Control X, yes please, sudo reboot. You have to give it time to get rid of it, right? Just be sure that that's the reason. Reboot. This is fun. Oh. Exploring someone else's config is always wow. Good for the memory anyway. So Sublime Text, yep, everything is working again. That's working, and that's working. Definitely picam. Picam is indeed a no-go. So config pi. That's an interesting hook. Might copy that one. If I don't have it already, should check it out. But our definition, auto start home is there. Go get it. So process run home. And then all the scripts. The Rofi beats, that was is something nice, eh? The Rofi beats. It is. It came with hyperlink. But yeah, once you've seen it, and then you actually don't use it. But okay. So sometimes you ask, can you give us a PDF with all the shortcuts and all the things? And actually, there is only one thing. That's this. Read the configuration file of awesome BSP.m, qtile, xmonad, it's there. This is clear, and I'm file clear. I don't know. It's saying that Super Shift H is a lazy layout shuffle left. I mean, we don't use all these key bindings. We really don't. But the main things you need to know. So here's some groups. Not enough groups. Add more to it. Group in. Just do comma and then something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Border width. I'm happy with the number 2. And the colors are defined somewhere else. So it has to be something hexadecimal probably. That's always a good idea. So light blue can change over time, right? Become lighter blue or darker blue, but you don't need to change the code. It's just a reference, a variable that can be changed somewhere else. Same for background colors and gray and all that. Okay, I think we've spent enough time on qtile. I know there are lots of things up here that don't work, but it's a question of figuring out all that, but that would take us too far. But this look is great. Next one, probably Super X. Log out. Can always come back. Qtile Wayland, don't go there. XFCE, we have already rebooted. Otherwise I would say no, we have to reboot first. Nothing changed. Ooh, nothing changed. That was dunced. Nothing changed. There was a config, however, wasn't there? Logout. And then BSPWM. Of course we get similar look, and that's clear. In this case, these things do work. Whatever that's behind this, it does work. Super enter. We have an issue here. Super N, super Q, super shift Q. The key bindings are not working. Okay, how can I overcome that? Control F3 and reboot. I get back to LightEM. Normally I would do a Control backspace, but I can't do that in a virtual machine. Yeah, we could have done something else as well, but let's keep it simple. So let's try Spectre WM. Let's see if that works. Yeah, okay, it works. Let's see if we do a super enter. Yeah, that's working. Super N. Nope. Super N. Super D. That's working. Sublime text. We're in. We seem to have not saved it. You see this circle up there? That means you not save it. So Control Z. Control Y. Save. So that's just a border width, that's all. So we have Spectre WM. Doesn't show. Forgot. Shows other things, but not what we're on. So Super X. Yep, we're gonna work. Now the problem was the sexy hotkey daemon. So let's stay here. Super N was working here. No, Super N is not working, but Super T is. So Thunar file manager. That's not good. Thunar file manager. Let's get out of this one. Log out. Qt was actually the best. Super enter, super N. Yep, that's working here just fine. Is the sexy hotkey daemon up and running in BSPWM? That's not a lot, right? That is not a lot. That's it. Super F is not working, so full screen. So I delete this and I delete that. Where's the sexy hotkey daemon? Here. And that's that. So BSPWM things are in here. Control find. So there are a few BSPWM things in there, and the rest is to launch some things and scripts. Super Shift D is there as well. Didn't try that, Super Shift D. Right, but it's not here in Qtile. But do we have it? Super enter, sudo pacman -s. The sexy hotkey daemon was already installed. Was not launched, maybe. BSPWM. You get out of my way. You get out of my way. Control find. Auto start. So, PyChem. Maybe it's better not to use PyChem. Nitrogen restore, fine. Config polybar launch, sure. Batteries, I don't care about that. Dunst and indicator and brightness Don't want that either. So we're just focusing on the things that matter. And Control S. This is what I admire in BSPWM RC. Look at that. Look at that. 70 lines. And these lines are just from us, basically. So 40 lines. You can delete these guys, so 30 lines. And you have your config of a tiling manager. How crazy is that? Here we set the sexy hotkey daemon, you see? The question is he doing it? If it's not running, then install it. Well, run it. Seems to be good for me. And then we can do Super Alt Q and R. We can do close and kill, Super Shift and Q. Joe, let's try it. Super X and investigate. But PyChem is doing strange things in the VirtualBox here. So BSPWM Super N. Aha. I thought that was lighter, that brighter. No. This is working. Super D is working as well. There's something wrong with the desktops. Super 1, Super 3, Alt 1, 2, 3. Yeah, probably a Zerti QWERTY thing again, right? Live in the wrong place in the world. So this is bright and that's bright. And I can't click on it for some reason. No, no key bindings that work. So let's see Sublime Text. So BSPWM. These monitor. I have something else up here. Isn't this polybar? Super Shift Escape is probably not gonna work, Eric. Is XFCE 4. Whoa, let's go for the task manager. And it's polybar running. Polybar is running. So this is polybar. Okay. We did not investigate polybar yet. This one? Nope. Let's do Thunar then. That's not working. It's strange, eh? I think it's... I want to be there. I got an idea. Sublime Text. Control Find. Thunar. Desktop 3, right? Stupid rules. Don't like these rules. Inhibits my freedom. Don't go to 2 because I can't get to 2. So any of these rules basically just throw them out so I can get at my Thunar. Save. Super X. Log out. Log out. There's probably some kind of reload button in there. Maybe. So you can reload. So Super N. Nah. I've got Thunar on my screen because I can't click for some reason on here. And now I have full freedom and I can put anything here. Super A, T, Sublime Text. Wow. The border, a little bit better. Save, what is better, right? Come on. What? Numlock pad. Okay. All kind of colors. How to start that? Not much to look at, right? That's all it is. And here's your polybar launch. Okay. So if we want to see why that is not working, I need to go to the polybar. Every bits and piece puzzles, right? They're all open Sublime text and drag that one in here as well. So what do we have? Killed it, open it, and the config ini is that one. And then you go out of my way, you go out of my way, and then we read. Sometimes it's better to read in something else. I often take Perl because it's the easiest next to plain. It's very simple. Plain text, just a few up, boom, and it's good already. So we have Zevka terminal font. Modules to the left is BSPWM, which is something wrong with it. The title, which is this thing. CPU is over here. Memory, file system. Backlights, I don't have that. Battery, don't have that. Net speed and date. Okay. So the thing that's misbehaving is control find that one. Find, restack, module, pin workspaces true, inline, enable click, true, enable scroll, true. Your reverse scroll, why not? Everything true. And these are icons. Yep. I see 9 here. I see 4 or 5 there. For whatever reason. I think we should find this reload thing. Is there a reload button? Oh, control find, reload. Is there in the sexy hotkey daemon? Control find a reload. Super escape. And reload for PSP. Super plus Alt plus Q. Super, Alt, Q. Okay. Let's go in. Now it's clickable, right? So now I can go to these workspaces and say I open this here. I go to that one. I can scroll over it in different ways. Like this, like that. Yeah, okay. And then Sublime text. So that's fixed. BSPWM is done, right? There's nothing more to tell, and that's because there are only 40 lines in there, right? 40 lines. How much fun is that? Here's some icons maybe you should have a look at. Maybe you can use. Okay. Okay. XFCE. Is it zero theming in XFCE? So what did we download? We downloaded the dot files, the config, and in here is XFCE. And if we go in here to the which one is it again? This one. Then we have Arc Darkest, Fluent Dark, icon theme. Everything should be different, right? So this is the folder XFCE. Control C. Eric has its own config of XFCE. Delete. Control V. I've replaced it completely. Now, by experience, I know I need to reboot, not log out, reboot, and let XFCE really start from the beginning. So let's see. One of the things that this might be also interesting is the files. What do people keep in these dot files? Because it's a word that people use a lot, right? The dot files, meaning the files that are hidden. They have a dot in front, the dot files. So that's something else, right? This is a totally different look. We better take a nice wallpaper for it. So desktop settings. I think I saw something about Control H of a wallpaper. Here, wallpapers. So my guess is that this should go somewhere else. That this might, although that's there already, the wallpapers. So there must be a file. There must be a file, Control H, in the .config, in the XFCE, in here, and now look at this. Open terminal. Alacrity I wanted. Nope, it will not be Alacrity now. So RG wallpaper. Oh, look at that. Variety, right? Variety. Not what I wanted to find, because the wallpapers are in here. No. Wallpapers. Desktop. Brennan, there you go again, my friend. Brennan is pointing to things in Brennan config variety wallpaper. Do I even have that? A variety config. Oops. I don't, right? So it doesn't make sense to copy paste here. So we just go for desktop settings. Nothing there, so let's do the folder from the backgrounds. No? No. Then another one, the home, wallpapers, open. Much better. Let's have a look. So this one is a nice soft one. This one, right? Great. Awesome. Now a bit quicker without the remarks. Spectre WM. My god. Isn't that a logo van Tergos? Nice one. Ugh. Horror. That's more me. Zen. I will go for the settings. Where are the settings? This one is lock screen. That one is switch user. That one is logout. Ah, there is something in here. Something almost can't see. Appearance. That's not a lot, right? But dark is already better for me. Oh, much better. This is so small. I can't seem to make it bigger. This I can do. But let's leave it, because it's just changing the whisker menu. The properties of the whisker menu can be changed, and then it will look different, but let's keep it as is. No need to ArcoLinuxify this thing. No, the word is Arcofy. This is good. This looks good, right? This could be my system. on XFCE. But, okay, stop. Preferred, default, utilities, file manager, XFCE, forget it, Alacrity, thank you. But the open terminal here, better. So what if I've got XFCE, I've got BSPWM, and I've got Qtile, and I've got Spectre WM. But some of you now know what I'm gonna do. I'm pretty sure of it. I want to have CHATWM. I want to have that on this system. It's Arch. Sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux tweak tool. Git. There's a dev version. That's for development. Test things out. Voila. ATT. Enter. By now, this tool works on all these Arch Linux systems, and it also works on Wayland, thanks to Fennec, I might add. So this is a great tool to install more icons and themes, because we only have 3 themes. I could add themes, just a click, and then we got it, right? Installed selected themes, but we're not there here for this. We're gonna install CHDWM. Install. Now, things might clash because we don't know what's on your system. Any of these computer systems, any of these guys, we don't know, right? We can only hope that pacman does not have a conflict anywhere, because we're not installing it. Pacman is installing it, and pacman has its own rules. We can't bend the rules. Simple. How do I get out here? Log out. Voilà. CHDWM. Now I have all the key bindings I know, right? Ctrl-T is something else. Super Enter is this. Super Shift Enter is that. Super X is our logout. Escape. Escape. Super Q, Super Shift Q, Super Shift Q, Super D, and Super Shift D. So all of the things, all the key bindings are our key bindings, the ArcoLinux key bindings for CHDWM, for Qtile, anything, right? But we did not overwrite anything, so it's still the .dot files of the user of Brandon. But this is new. This is the, well, our key bindings. So he'll have to change them to Super N, right? Remember, that was Tunar. And Super X was something special, but in our case that's this. Super Shift Enter did not exist, but that was the Super N, and so on and so on. It's just the key binding. That's it. And off you go, explore the world on Arch. We're still on Arch, right? We're still on Arch. Simple as that. Yes, it was a riser. Yes, it can be EndeavourOS. Yes, it can be Garuda. We're still on Arch. And we have this ArcoLinux tweak tool. Click. We've got a desktop that we like, or maybe the desktop awesome. Let's see if that conflicts. Well, what I did now was Ctrl-Alt-E, right? Now Ctrl-Alt-E. Let's do it one more time to show you how chameleon-esque our system is, or not. Because if you select a dark theme, then it will know that, and next time around it will be saying, okay, I'm gonna use this one, darker. This is not, well, this is okay, right? Because of the settings, it's white. So it follows the theme. If the theme is bright, it will be bright. If the theme is dark, it will be dark. But sometimes you need to reboot, restart. Awesome, right? Desktop, awesome. Why awesome? Because just it's awesome. So retrieving packages, looking good. Awesome has been installed. Quit, super, X, log, out, L. And then we're up here. We definitely need to do something about this beautiful theme of LightDM here. So Qtile, oh, what am I doing? Awesome, yeah, nothing I can do about that, right? I don't know why these guys make this not alphabetical. This is a small thing to do. Would be better. Control T, right? Super enter, super shift enter, super Q, super Q, super shift Q, super D, escape, super shift D, and then you know all the important key bindings, and all the rest you learn by Control Alt F. Firefox, super Q. Now Brave was installed, but we don't have a key binding for Brave, right? So super D, Brave, enter. And that was indeed one of the last things we did. Don't want to see all that again, my friend. Enfin. One of the things, people, some of you hate it, some of you love it, but so many people ask me, Eric, you have this beautiful wallpaper, right? Let's do it like this. You have this beautiful wallpaper. Please supply me the wallpaper. I won't. Do this. Add Wallhaven simple. Okay. Add Wallhaven sci-fi. That's simple. Simple is coming in. But get away. Out of my way. Super Q. Can't super Q it. There is an add again. Sci-fi. No, that's not sci-fi. Sci-fi. Okay. Sci-fi is coming in. Add. What else? Come on. Add. Wallhaven. What else do I select? Abstract is also nice. Okay. So I don't want to see the default, and the default, it's like the PowerPoint templates of Microsoft, right? You've seen them all. So the same thing here. You've seen these things as well. So all of them go out, and these guys are new. They come in. And we can have this serialistic thing. Close. And we have this. Now Alt N is the next wallpaper. Alt N is the next wallpaper. Alt arrow to the left is the previous one. Alt arrow to the right is the next one. If I'm in love with the wallpaper, I do Alt arrow up. It stays like that until I reboot. Okay, so things like that. Control T, it's all just there. What was I thinking? Ah, yeah. I was thinking about, nope. Let's go like this. About the LightDM that is not themed, right? It's not themed. So login. SDM is not installed. LightDM is. We have here install enable slick greeter. Now I have to think. I have to think. Use the ATT LightDM GTK greeter configuration. Let's do that first. LightDM GTK greeter applied. What does that mean? Super X logout. That means that we get this. This is way better than what we had. What I see as well is it would be nicer if we would have a dark theme there. So sudo pacman -s arc GTK theme. Like this. And yeah, what else? There is the light DM GTK greeter. There's not the settings, I think. Super X, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, it's already okay. So dark is fixed. This is what I think is nicer, but it's just me. Unimportant. And we're back in. Now Ctrl-Alt-T, ATT. Let's keep trying to design it. Login, LightDM. So this was the standard LightDM GTK greeter, but there is something called the Slick greeter, and we can install that one. LightDM Slick greeter is already installed, nothing to do. Okay. There's also the captain cursor that we could do. Apply. But I do wonder, do we need to reboot? Let's see, because we definitely did change something here. Ah, the cursor was there. The Capitan cursor. Wow, the video 1 hour. It's time to go and relax before the telly. It's about time to stop. Yeah, cool. So this is a Slick greeter. That's activated. So now I'm gonna make, right mouse click then like this, ATT. I'm doing it like this so I can see what's going on in my machine. Voila, it's black. Now what I was thinking is, the login. We have now the Slick greeter active, but the wallpaper sucks. So we're gonna install more backgrounds. Oh, I did say the S word there. On Saturday evening it's okay, right? You didn't hear it. We'll edit it out. Clarkson would say something like that. We'll edit it out. Select and apply. Quit add. Super X. Log out. Oh, that's not working, right? For some whatever reason. We've got a lot of choices. Yeah, Alex appearance, I think that was installed. So you have to tell arc dark everywhere, icon theme. Let's choose something. Yeah, I think it was fluent or fluent dark that we were looking at. Apply. The mouse cursor. We told him Capitan cursors, but maybe this seems to be white. Apply, close. That's that. Small things. Cancel. And all these GUIs are all fun and interesting, but in the end it's all down to this, right? Either that one, Control Find, Super F. Let's make this bigger. Let's not do a super find, although wallpaper, there we go. We don't find anything about the wallpaper. So of course we have our own background, and here it is, right? User, but that might be the thing. Maybe it should be called user background. Let's see. Save. Super X, log out, and log back in. I'm always logging in with XFCE for some reason. Don't want that. So sudo nano. What font was it again that he's missing? My my god, I think it's the deja vu thingy. I think. Or TTF deja vu, something like that. TTF, minus S, TTF deja vu. Alright. And then Control T, doesn't work. Open terminal, better, right? How did I get my terminal? In here? Fonts is a bit better, no? Think so. But you need to set all the fonts, the size, bold, not bold, italic, not italic. What was I thinking? Sudo nano etc lightdm lightdm.conf. Auto-logging user. Eric wants to auto-log into CHDWM. Thank you very much. Super X. Yes. Enter. Sudo reboot. Sudo. Or just reboot, that's faster. Voila, auto login finished. Don't want to see XFC, straight to my desktop. And then Ctrl-T, ATT. What an Arch distro, Arch. Who would have guessed? And there is a problem with LightDM. If LightDM is selected, you want a wallpaper, you select and apply it. There is no LightDM, come again, there is no etc lightdm gtk greeter.conf. Is there? There is no etc lightdm gtk.conf. Let's have a look. File system, etc lightdm gtk greeter.conf. So we do a check somehow, and the code that's in here, it says does not compute. But arcdark is changed. Does this exist? Just a thought. Just a thought. User. Share. Backgrounds. The B from backgrounds. Backgrounds. ArcoLinux. Sorry. Yeah, it is this one, ArcoLinux login backgrounds, and we've got all the numbers. So yes, exists. So we see that the image exists, it's pointing to the correct image. We were thinking that maybe it would be user background rather than background. It was black. So let's put user background back, Control S. There are always things like that, right? It's a puzzle. It is a puzzle. It's a Sherlock Holmes detective story, I always say. But some reason, whatever it is, he now thinks he should make it black for whatever reason. Loser. We're making a video. Haha. We're back in it. I always forget to take a look at the top. The top is actually not here. Normally we do it here somewhere or there somewhere, but it's actually here, right? And that can go. Super C, is that working? Nope. So conkeys is something that from time to time you can have fun with. Discord is here, Telegram is here. Yes, if they're installed, then they're there. This one is Pavo Control, that's working. And that's Minstick. If it's installed, it will be there. And this is actually should be working. Yes, it's EWW. Some information. Voila. Alt N. The standard guy. Bye. Variety kicks in. But that's an issue, right? Next. You will notice that variety does not always work. We have 30 desktops in ArcoLinux. That means there are so many different ways to change your wallpaper, and variety is not perfect, and nor should it be. But we have created extra scripts for variety so that I can use it on awesome CHD, DWM, Qtile, and the lot, right? So variety configuration is missing. It is not anymore. So the config variety is there. That means it's here, it's installed here. It's not on your system. It is on your system, but it's not on your system, right? This thing, Control C, needs to be in here. That is the old one, keep track of things, and that is the new one. And if you want to see, you compare with melt, if that's available for you. So super D, melt, folder. What is different? That is the old one, and that is the new one. Compare. Super F. Well, the old one had a lot of wallpapers already, a bunch of wallpapers in there. But what is important is the set wallpaper, get wallpaper, Arco, set wallpaper, Arco. We have our own scripts to set wallpapers. Voila. So that's there as well. Now, my guess is we need to do a quit and a variety launch again. And there we go. Nostalgia mixtape 01. You see it here? You got to love it, how people make these things. Huh? Alt N. Next wallpaper from Wallhaven is not okay. Alt T. I trash it. It's coming from backgrounds from XFCE. Who said you could go to XFCE? Don't go there, right? We've overwritten all our things now. Remember that we made an add, Wallhaven, simple. Now, overwritten and not overwritten. This is a nice one. Maybe you've seen this one already. Okay. Anyway, there are a lot of wallpapers, and actually we could do another thing, super D, melt. So if you go super F and you say, give me the last again, right? You see here, Flickr user, Flickr Wallhaven abstract. Here are all the wallpapers. You see? Wallhaven abstract, Wallhaven abstract. Right mouse click. And all the wallpapers copy to the right. They're there. Sci-fi stuff. Just take everything. Nope, we can't. So from here to here, copy to the right. Copy to the right. This is how you do it gradually, right? With knowledge of what are you doing. That's melt. I can copy paste. So can you. All right. choices. Alt N. The next wallpaper, please. Voila. You gotta love Linux, right? All the freedom, all the possibilities that it gives you. But as I said, I need to round off because time, the missus needs me. All right, cheers.